Let's go live to the U.S. southern border where national correspondent Bill Melugin spoke to a group of migrants who arrived there yesterday. One person told Fox News this about his journey. Listen.
Right now is the moment. It's the moment that we have the opportunity to come here.
And why do you feel right now is the moment as opposed to maybe a year ago?
Anxious, nervous. It's like a huge amount of feelings that I'm feeling right now.
Fox News is on the ground inside the border city of Del Rio, Texas. Today, our crew has been tracking migrants streaming across the Rio Grande River. Bill, set the scene for us. What else are you hearing and seeing there this hour?
Yeah, good afternoon. So today was the third day in a row that we've seen a very large group of migrants cross the Rio Grande directly behind us and just present themselves to law enforcement here on the U.S. side of the border. Here in Del Rio, this sector has become quickly one of the most active sectors all along the U.S.-Mexico border, and we'll show you some of the video, some of what we've been witnessing these last 3 days. This video you're looking at now, we just shot a few hours ago this morning. This was the biggest group of migrants we've seen so far. This was a group of 52 Venezuelans who crossed the Rio Grande when the water was running lower and it's much safer. And you can see some of them had young children with them, some of them had infants, some of them were struggling in the current a little bit once they got closer to this side, but had a chance to talk to some of these folks. One family telling me they crossed into Colombia, then they paid somebody to take a flight into Mexico, then they took a bus kind of closer to the border crossing where we're at right now. Many of these Venezuelans telling us that they fear the local government in Venezuela and they want a better life, so they came here to the United States. Take a listen to what one man told us as to why he came here with his wife and his 2 young children.
I want security. That's what I want. I want the security for my family. I want the security for us. And I want to have a life.
And you can hear that man getting emotional there. What we've seen every day is video you're looking at now, which is that local sheriff's deputies are having to sort through these migrants when they first present themselves here. That's because Border Patrol isn't here right now. They're not waiting for these migrants. They have to get called in. And because they're so overwhelmed and overextended, it can sometimes take an hour or two for Border Patrol to arrive. So these local sheriff's deputies with Valverde County, they got to do the sorting. Then they hand them off to Border Patrol. And if you pull up that video, that's going to be what you're looking at is a Border Patrol bus. When Border Patrol does arrive, these deputies hand them off and they bring a big bus, and that's when they end up getting processed. But the local sheriff here, he's frustrated because while his deputies are helping Border Patrol do this and apprehending these migrants, they don't have time to respond to local calls for service here in the county. If there's a shooting or a stabbing, they're here doing this. So the sheriff is frustrated and he wants DC to send some help or figure something out. Take a listen to what he had to say.
It's tying up our resources. It's frustrating because there's no answers that are being given. I don't believe that there's a plan in place. Right now, we need more manpower. We need people in DC to make a decision, do their job.
And that's just here in Del Rio sector. If you pull up this is video that the Fox drone crew shot south of us down in the Rio Grande Valley. This is in La Jolla, Texas this morning, where border agents on horseback had to track down a group of about a dozen migrants from the Triangle countries, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, take them into custody. Back out here live, guys, this is happening all along the U.S.-Mexico border in almost every sector here in Del Rio. It's really picking up. The local sheriff saying never in his life has he seen the immigration situation get this bad. We'll send it back to you.
Bill, thanks to you and the crew for bringing us all the great video this morning. We appreciate it.